Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam. Calling all participants. The webinar of molecular technique for rapid detection of microorganisms, my previous and current journey will start shortly. Please ensure that your mics are mute and your camera are turned on. Once again, calling all participants, the webinar of molecular technique for rapid detection of microorganisms, my previous and current journey will start shortly. Please ensure that your mics are mute and your camera are turned on. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. Let us together welcome Associate Professor Dr. Hassanain Al-Talib, PhD, as he will be our speaker in discussing the topic we titled Molecular Technique for Rapid Detection of Microorganisms, my previous and current journey. And please welcome Ms. Saudi Fitri Susanti, Sarjana Pendidikan Magister Science, as the Director of AAK Delima Husada Gresik. Whereby I, Nur Fadila here, have the privilege in being Master of Ceremony of today's webinar. Today's webinars contain series of events in the following. Firstly, singing the national anthem of Indonesia, then followed with hymn of AAKDHG Husada Gresik. Show profile video of AAKDHG Husada Gresik and profile video of Universiti Teknologi Malaysia. Welcoming speech by the Director of AAKDHG Husada Gresik. Showing the MoU document from AAKDHG Husada Gresik and Universiti Teknologi Malaysia as a form of collaborative integration. Discussion session by Associate Professor Dr. Hassanain Al-Talib, PhD, with Sifa Fauzia, Sarjana Science, Magister Kedokteran Tropis as the moderator. And the last event we had is closing. But before we start, let us have a moment of silence in praying to the Almighty God so that the event can go well. The praying begins. Our first series of activities are singing Indonesia National Anthem and AAKDHG Husada Gresik hymn continuously. All participants, please make sure that your microphones are mute. Thank you. And now we are going to watch profile video from AAK Delima Husada Gresik and Universiti Teknologi Malang. Thank you. And now we are going to watch profile video from AAK Delima Husada Gresik and Universiti Teknologi Malang, Malaysia.
Kesehatan Delima Husada Gresik didirikan pada tanggal 11 Agustus 1997. Akademi Analis Kesehatan Delima Husada Gresik berada di Jalan Arif Rahman Hakim 6, nomor 3 di Kota Gresik. Akademi Analis Kesehatan Delima Husada Gresik merupakan kampus analis kesehatan pertama kali yang ada di Kota Gresik. Akademi Analis Kesehatan Delima Husada Gresik memiliki satu prodi, yaitu Diploma 3 Analis Kesehatan. Analis kesehatan memiliki 6 laboratorium analisis dan 1 laboratorium multimedia. Laboratorium analisis meliputi Laboratorium Patologi Klinik, Mikrobiologi 1, Mikrobiologi 2, Imunoserologi, Kimia Analisis, dan Toksikologi Klinik.
dalam laboratorium patologi klinik ini dilakukan praktek pemeriksaan di bidang hematologi dan kimia klinik. Dalam laboratorium kimia analisis dilakukan praktek analisis kimia air, makanan, dan minuman. Salah satu contohnya adalah penentuan kadar asam oksalat menggunakan titrasi alkalimetrik. Mikrobiologi 1 ini dilakukan praktek pemeriksaan parasit seperti contohnya larva nyamuk, cacing, dan jamur. Selain itu, kita juga melakukan proses pengamatan secara mikroskopis dan pembuatan preparat.
Laboratorium Mikrobiologi 2 ini dilakukan pemeriksaan seputar bakteri. Laboratorium imunoserologi, kita melakukan pemeriksaan antibodi dan penyakit. Di dalam laboratorium toksikologi klinik, kita melakukan pemeriksaan zat-zat beracun dan zat-zat berbahaya yang ada di dalam tubuh. Nah, salah satunya kita sedang melakukan praktikum analisa vitamin B6 yang ada di dalam tubuh. Kemudian ada analisis vitamin B1 yang ada di dalam tubuh. Kemudian ada juga analisa vitamin C yang terdapat pada urin atau cairan tubuh.
For 60 years, Universiti Teknologi Mara, or UiTM, has been the place for acquiring knowledge and developing capabilities. From a training center to now a vast network of universities, UiTM has campuses and faculties all over Malaysia. UiTM allows for the pursuing of goals and earning a degree in any field of choice, with a mission to enhance the knowledge and expertise of Bumiputras in all fields of study, through professional programs, research work and community service, while upholding moral values and professional ethics. Nestled amidst the greenery and some of the most scenic areas in the country, each university campus is strategically located in places where their presence inevitably provides an economic boost to the local community. The Vice-Chancellor is the Chief Executive Officer, heading the academic and administrative management of the university. UiTM pledges to provide maximum opportunities to pursue professionally recognized programs of study in science, technology, industry, business, arts and humanities. Universiti Teknologi Mara offers quality education at all levels of study, from foundation to postgraduate. The university has always been at the forefront in science and technology, as well as in management. It is a place where talent, skills and excellence are nurtured. UiTM has a mission to empower the indigenous people through the provision of higher education in accordance with Article 153 of the Malaysian Federal Constitution and Act 173 Universiti Teknologi Mara Act 1976. Duli Yang Maha Mulia, Seri Paduka Baginda Yang di-Pertuan Agong yang ke-15 Sultan Muhammad V is the Chancellor of UiTM by virtue of his status as the King, as provided for by the law. UiTM offers 500 programs which are conducted at 24 faculties across 13 state campuses and 21 satellite campuses all over the country. Aimed at producing highly motivated and accomplished doctors with a solid scientific foundation, imbued with strong humanistic values, the Faculty of Medicine is committed to provide quality education that is actively engaging for the students, so as to produce doctors who will lead the medical profession in the future. With full support from the government, the faculty is equipped with strategic research facilities and infrastructures to support teaching, learning and research, ranging in areas of molecular and basic clinical sciences to clinical trials and epidemiological studies. Established in 2006, the Faculty of Dentistry has gained national reputation for its excellence. In addition to its first professional degree, BDS program, the faculty offers postgraduate programs in research and clinical doctorate. The Faculty of Pharmacy's strategic vision is to become the center of excellence in pharmacy education and research in Malaysia, in line with UiTM's aspirations to produce world-class and holistic graduates. UiTM offers programs in 4 engineering disciplines, namely mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, chemical engineering and civil engineering. At the Faculty of Applied Sciences, conducting experiments and laboratory work are the main methods of learning. The students are trained to develop strategic thinking attributes and skills and extend their learning experiences beyond academia. The Faculty of Hotel and Tourism Management, one of the pioneer faculties in UiTM, was established in 1967 at the Jalan Othman campus, Petaling Jaya. It is a leader in hospitality education, offering courses of all levels, from diploma to postgraduate. The Faculty of Accountancy has come a long way since 1956 with the setting up of the Rida College in Jalan Othman, Petaling Jaya. The faculty is the first in the country to offer the Association of Chartered Certified Accountants, ACCA, in 1967, along with diploma and later degree programs in accounting soon after. UiTM is the first institution of higher learning in Malaysia to offer programs in the field of sports management, leisure, recreation and sports science since 1995. In 1996, the faculty offered Master of Sports Science in collaboration with the University of New South Wales, UNSW Australia. This was the first postgraduate degree in sports science offered in Malaysia. Music was first offered at ITM in 1980 as an elective subject. The faculty began offering diploma courses since 1984 and has now become one of the notable music faculties in the country, making UiTM the first higher education institution in Malaysia to offer a degree in music. Students of the Faculty of Law have won accolades locally and internationally, putting UiTM on the world map. In keeping with the development of the creative industry in Malaysia, FITA, or the Faculty of Film, Theatre and Animation, was established. Students get to experience movie making firsthand. The Office of International Affairs, OIA, is a department under UiTM Academic Affairs that manages international students undergoing exchange programs in UiTM, as well as those doing internship and summer programs. The office also oversees the international students' welfare, which includes counseling and accommodation for the international students. With an endless stream of activities involving embassies and global partners, OIA is in charge of international relations and cooperation with universities abroad. UiTM has established 8 Centers of Excellence and 1 COE to enhance the scholastic, creative and innovative capabilities of the university, as well as to facilitate and manage research and development. To complete the teaching and learning activities at UiTM, the university has made available modern and contemporary facilities such as the UiTM Stadium, the house of UiTM FC. With a capacity of 6,000, the stadium is the heart of soccer and it has played host to an international match in 2009. UiTM also has an Olympic-sized swimming pool for the use of students and staff. The pool is also open to public on certain days. Built in 1972, Perpustakaan Tun Abdul Razak, or the PITA Library, has grown by leaps and bounds, housing thousands of international titles for all programs of study. Students' participation in university. These activities would not only equip students with soft skills, but also train them to be balanced and holistic individuals to meet global requirements. As the largest public university in Malaysia, Universiti Teknologi Mara has produced thousands of alumni who are successful individuals in their disciplines. They are award winners, innovators, entrepreneurs, and leaders in both the government and private sectors. UiTM honors its alumni by engaging them to establish smart partnerships resulting in strategic alliances. The alumni also gives back in areas such as academic improvements, charity work, and fundraising. Universiti Teknologi Mara, Usaha, Takwa, Mulia.
Thank you. And let us give the space to Miss Saudi Fitri Susanti, Sarjana Pendidikan, Magister Science, the Director of AAKDHG Husada Gresik, as she will be delivering a welcoming speech.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Honorable Associate Professor Dr. Hasan Naim. Good morning, Dr. Hasan. Thank you for your willingness to be a speaker in this webinar. All participants, first of all, let's praise and thanks the presence to the Allah Almighty for the abundance of grace and the joy. So all of us can still gather in this webinar with the theme Molecular Techniques for Rapid Detection of Microorganisms, my previous and current journey without any barriers at all and in a good health. We also thank to the entire committee for organizing this webinar. Hopefully, the webinar can run well until it is finished. All participants, AAK Delima Husada Gresik is an educational institution with a study program in the field of medical technology, medical laboratory technology. Therefore, knowledge of laboratory examination using various methods is important things to learn. We really appreciate the theme chosen because, as we know, currently many diseases caused by microorganisms are serious faced by various countries in the world and haven't yet ended. Microbial pathogen detection in environmental, clinical, or food samples is essential for the protection of public health and safety. In any case, classical detection methods have other limitations. They are usually time-consuming, which is requiring several days or weeks to identify subbacteria. Results and their interpretation often depend on the experience of technicians, scientists involved, and by the mode of sample transport to the testing site and storage before testing. All participants, the conventional method used to detect pathogenic microorganisms are time-consuming and laborious. Hence, a variety of methods have been developed for rapid detection of pathogenic microorganisms as it is required in many analyses. We really hope that this international webinar can become a medium for transferring knowledge to medical personnel, academics, students in the health sector, and the public about molecular techniques for rapid detection of microorganisms. And the last, we also hope this webinar can increase scientific insight for students in the health sector, medical personnel, those who work in the health service facilities and the community so that they are prepared to face the future. All participants, enjoy the webinar. Hopefully this is all of our contribution to society and we all are always in God's blessing. Billahi taufiq wal hidayah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you for Ms. Fitri Susanti for the speech. For the next event we have, which are the inauguration of the MoU between AAK Delima Husada Gresik and Universiti Teknologi Mara. To Associate Professor Dr. Hasanan Altali PhD and Ms. Fitri Susanti Sarjana Pendidikan Magister Science, please show the MoU document to the participant. Thank you. And this is our MoU document between AAK Delima Husada Gresik and Universiti Teknologi Mara. With this MoU document, we AAKDHG Husada Gresik and Universiti Teknologi is complete and official to be collaborate together. And now, since we are nearing into our main events, before starting, let me read the curriculum vitae of our moderator, Siva Fauzia, Sarjana Sains, Magister Kedokteran Tropis. The personal identity of our moderator today is Siva Fauzia, Sarjana Sains, Magister Kedokteran Tropis. Next. The full name is Siva Fauzia, and her place and date of birth is Gresik, December 16, 1996. Her job right now is as a lecturer at AAK Delima Husada Gresik. Her address is in Dusun Pelampang, RT 7, RW 3, Putatlor, Menganti from Gresik, and her email is sivafauzia1996@gmail.com. Next. Educational background of Siva Fauzia. Her bachelor degree is in biology from Fakultas Sains and Teknologi Universitas Erlangga 2014 until 2018, and her master degree is in Ilmu Kedokteran Tropis Fakultas Kedokteran Universitas Erlangga at 2018 until 2021. Her membership right now is as anggota Malaysian Society of Parasitology and Medical Entomology, and also anggota Perhimpunan Entomologi Indonesia. Her current reward at 2023 is hibah penelitian terapan pemanfaatan aplikasi GIS dalam penyediaan database balita stunting di Kabupaten Gresik. The origin reward is from Dikti Kemdikbud. And the next one is hibah penelitian dosen pemula pemanfaatan aplikasi GIS dalam penyediaan database nyamuk resisten di Kabupaten Gresik. The origin reward is also from Dikti Kemdikbud. And the last one, she also got Best Paper and Best Presenter Divisi Komunitas Seminar Nasional Kosmik Fakultas Kedokteran UWKS. The origin is from Universitas Wijaya Kusuma Surabaya. Her current research grant at 2023 is pemanfaatan aplikasi GIS dalam pemetaan frekuensi alar resisten pada nyamuk Aedes pada spesies endemis DBD di Kabupaten Gresik as a leader, and the source of funding is from Kemendikbud. Next. And she also has a few intellectual property rights from 2023, and she made a few comics. The first one is comic edukasi leptospirosis. The second is about comic edukasi tuberculosis. And the last one is about comic edukasi tuberculosis resistant obat. The publication she already wrote is in from 2023, the last one is about Pitotel Mata accounts for Aedes breeding place in Mantut, Subdistrict Lamongan District, Indonesia. And the journal is in Biodiversitas Journal of Biological Diversity with index Q2 Scopus. And other of her publication, you can see it on her Google Scholar. Thank you. Now, I would like to welcome Ms. Siva Fauzia, Sarjana Sains, Magister Kedokteran Tropis, as the moderator in today's topic, which is molecular technique for rapid detection of microorganisms my previous and current journey.
Thank you very much, Ms. Dila. Good morning, participants of the webinar, Molecular Technique for Rapid Detection of Microorganisms, my previous and current journey. I'm going to be the moderator of this webinar. My name is Siva Fauzia, the lecturer of Delima Gresik Health Analyst Academy. We know that molecular technique have been applied in many decades, and we need to increase our knowledge about the molecular technique to allow for the rapid and accurate identification of the causative agent of infectious disease. Our university, as one of health campus in Indonesia, wants to give a positive contribution for that through this webinar. And we invited Associate Prof. Dr. Hasanain Altali through this webinar from the University Teknologi Mara. First of all, I would like to read the profile of Associate Professor Dr. Hasanain Altali, PhD. We are waiting for the share screen of the shooting. Our speaker today is Associate Professor Dr. Hasanain Altali, PhD. Next. He is a senior lecturer in Medical Microbiology and Parasitology Department, Faculty of Medicine, Universiti Teknologi Mara or UiTM, in Jalan Hospital Sungai Buloh 47,000 Sungai Buloh, Selangor, Malaysia. The date of his birth was 16 October 1972, place of birth in Mosul, Iraq, and his nationality is Iraqi. And you can contact him if you have any collaboration of research in hasanini@yahoo.com. Next. He has so many experience, and his current position is senior lecturer in medical microbiology and parasitology in Universiti Teknologi Mara. With teaching and his activity is teaching and involved in research. Next. His academic qualification in 1996, he graduated from Bachelor in Medical and Surgical Science in College of Medicine, Mosul University, Mosul, Iraq. And in 2002, he graduated from Master in Medical Microbiology in Medical Microbiology and Parasitology Department, College of Medicine, Mosul University, Iraq, with the thesis titled A Bacteriological Study in Early and Late Onset Neonatal Sepsis. And in 2010, he graduated from Doctor of Philosophy, Molecular Microbiology, Diagnostic Field in University Science Malaysia, Kelantan, Malaysia, with the thesis titled Development of Thermostabilized Multiplex PCR Test for Rapid Detection of Methicillin-Resistant Staphylococcus aureus. Next. Some of professional and scientific society that have been joined and the current is associate member of Malaysian Society for Microbiology. Next. He got some scientific awards like gold medal in International Invention, Innovation and Technology Exposition in 2017. And the current scientific awards have been Bronze Medal Virtual Innovation Competition Day in 2020 and the honor and rewards from College of Medicine, Mosul University in 1992, and the current is Al Salam Teaching Hospital. Next. There have been so many research publications, and in 2020, his current research publication with the title of Panton Valentin Leukocidin Positive Staphylococcus aureus, a successful infections enemy in International Medical Journal, which index in Scopus Journal. Next. 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 Next till the end slide. And if you will have a research collaboration with Associate Prof. Dr. Hasanain Al-Talib, you can contact him and you can visit her. You can visit his academia account through Google Scholar, ResearchGate, Web of Science Researcher, and also LinkedIn. Okay, end slide. And now is the time for the main talk from Associate Professor Dr. Hasanain Al-Talib, PhD. Time is yours.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته and very good morning. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. I don't know if my sound is okay. Is it clear to you?
Yes, it's okay, Doctor.
Okay. I would like to thank Prof. Saudi Fitri, Director AAK, Delima, Husada, Gresik. And at the same time, I would like to thank Ms. Shifa Fawzia, moderator for our webinar today, and also Noor Fadila, the MC of this webinar. At the beginning, I would like to express my thank, and I am proud to be the presenter for this webinar today, and representing our university and UiTM, and especially our Faculty of Medicine. Actually, this presentation is the outcome of the MoU that already signed between UiTM and AAK Delima Husada Gresik. In this MoU will open the gate for further collaboration and research between the two institutes to improve our academic outcome in terms of research, innovation, and also Later on, inshallah, we can share students between two parties to come here to Malaysia, or our student visit Indonesia for training and for to gain more knowledge and experience. Now I will start my presentation, which is on molecular technique for rapid detection of microorganisms, my previous and current journey. This is my email for any participant or any of the audience who can contact me. Feel free for future. Okay, let me share my slide. Ms. Fauzia, is it okay? Can I share my slides?
Yes, it's okay. Next.
Okay. Can you see my slide now?
Oh, yes, and please slide so.
Then the next slide.
Yes, it's okay.
Okay, so I didn't know that you show a nice, very nice movie and video about our university. So I prepared this one slide only. I started with this is our faculty. I don't know if you can see the pointer. This is our faculty, Faculty of Medicine, UiTM in Sungai Buloh, and actually my office exactly here in this part, my office. And this is the chancellery of UiTM. UiTM is a largest university in Malaysia that provides innovative education with the latest infrastructure and technology. UiTM include 34 campuses all over Malaysia with 4 colleges and 14 faculties and 9 academic centers. So it's the largest university in Malaysia and among the top university here. UiTM is a public university based and primarily in Shah Alam, and it was established in 1956. I would like also to share with you, this is our hospital As-Sultan Abdullah, UiTM, which is recently opened, and this is provided with up-to-date technique, equipment, and also there is a center for research and development. So the aim of my study or my presentation today, I would like to share with you my previous and current development of molecular and PCR kits, and the achievements with the challenges, with the academic outcome, with the commercialization, and some more details. And to know additional knowledge regarding molecular detection of microorganisms and challenges, and also to understand how a molecular technique are applied in academia, and to give some information about investment and perspective in the diagnostic industries. So I will start with my previous products. Actually, when I came to Malaysia 2006 to do my PhD, at that time I have been given few topics to do my PhD, and I start to prepare my proposal, and in one topic on the infectious disease, especially in the pediatric, because it is related to my master, which was conducted on neonatal septicemia. Then suddenly my supervisor Prof. Ravi Chandran and Prof. Karim Al-Jashami and Prof. Hafsa, they asked me to conduct, to have a meeting with them, and they offer and they give me the idea to develop a kit, a diagnostic kit for detection of MRSA. MRSA is methicillin-resistant Staphylococcus aureus. Then I start to read about MRSA, and I found MRSA is a major pathogen responsible for nosocomial in the hospital and in the community. So this bacteria present and disseminated and cause infection in the community and in the hospital. And it is worldwide pathogen, all over the world, globally distributed. Then I found that molecular detection for this MRSA is important because the traditional and conventional methods are time-consuming and labor-intensive. Also, during my search, I found that previous study developed a PCR test to detect MRSA. But that time, the developed PCR is just the classical one, which needs to be kept and maintained on ice because we're afraid that the enzyme and reagent degraded. So the conventional PCR tests require a cold chain during transportation and storage, and also need a trained personnel. So make these classical PCR is a rapid high throughput analysis. That's why a new technology that time introduced to our developed PCR kit, and this is if you can see now on the top of my slide, this is our kit, which is already commercialized and can order. Okay, so we have added an idea or a technique to keep our PCR kit in a thermostabilized or in a lyophilized form. So in this way, we can transport, we can store in room temperature and without degradation, and can still work and active. And by this, we no need to maintain the cold chain for our kit. What are the novelty of this kit? Our kits can detect MRSA from clinical sample directly from the clinical specimen, whether this specimen blood culture or swab or any specimen. So by other kits, after culturing the bacteria in this blood culture and on the blood agar, so we have to wait for 24 hours for organism in order to grow up and give us this colony. But by using our PCR kit, we skip this step. So directly we process the sample from the, we process our specimen from the collected sample from the patient to the PCR after doing extraction. Also, the other novelty, of course, by this number one, we save time. We save time, and we'll see how much we can save time. Then the cold chain free PCR is rapid and give result within 4 hours, which is essential for the identification of Staph aureus, virulence, and its resistance to vancomycin and methicillin. This is a very important. This is same-day detection. When we have patients, especially those who need to be admitted to intensive care unit, the routine daily work is to keep the newly patient in another room Then they collect swab from this person or this patient. Then they send to the lab waiting for the result to exclude MRSA. Because if this patient carrier for MRSA, it will be a source for nosocomial infection within the hospital. So this is done by the routine. By the developed by the our kit, we overcome this. So the patient no need to stay for 2 days to waiting the result. The result can come out within 4 hours if whether positive or negative, and then the patient can be admitted on the same day to intensive care unit. Here, this is just to show the conventional method for detection after sample collection and culture it on a blood culture. Need 3-4 days for sample to be positive. They culture on blood agar, gram staining, and then after gram staining, need to do some biochemical test to confirm the MRSA, and then to do antibiotic susceptibility. In our kit, as I explained, we can directly use the sample and processing, and the result will be in 4 hours. Other novel things, thermostabilization. If you can see here, this is normally how they keep the PCR tubes in a container with ice to maintain tag polymerase. And due to this tag, if not maintained in this ice, might be damaged and not working and resulted in wrong result in the future. So our kit is just like these tubes, which is a lyophilized, thermostabilized, and because it is just like this tube, we only need to add a sample, and by this we reducing number of pipetting and reducing the error, because we are dealing in microliter. So we will reduce the error of micropipetting. Also, our developed kit can be stored in room temperature, so no need to keep in the fridge because it's already in a lyophilized form. Next novelty, we incorporate an internal control. So if you can see here, this band at 800 base pair, all these are our internal control. This internal control will act two things. Number one, it tells us that the whole condition of PCR is working. Number two, to tell us if there is any inhibitor of the PCR. To be more clear, when we do the COVID test for positive person, give us two bands, one as a positive and one the result of the patient test. So presence of this band, the first band, the positive, indicate that this cartridge or this test is valid and active. So we added our internal control as indicator for the performance of our PCR kit. Now, what are the usefulness of this kit? It will help for rapid detection of MRSA colonized patient with the same day result. Our kit has been adopted by Medivine, Sindrian Berhad, and they produce under GenoAmp. This is the trademark, GenoAmp VR MRSA. And this has the potential to improve patient care and positively affect hospital infection control practice, and also an early implementation of appropriate antibiotic, which reduce hospital bed stays. And it is like early detection, early treatment, reduce spreading of infection, less mortality, less morbidity, less burden for financial and on the healthcare at the hospital. Then the other benefit of this kit, the cold chain free is robust, ready to use, and require only 2 pipetting steps, which help to reduce cross contamination caused by multiple pipetting steps. This kit can be stored at 4 to 8 degrees, and this kit, the developed MRSA kit, could be used as a screening tool for detection of MRSA in community and newly admitted patient on hospital, and especially in the intensive care unit wards. As I said previously, our kit already commercialized by Medivane and present with this sachet for diagnosis of MRSA and DRA. And Medivane is a well-known molecular expert with an excellent and solid background for developing a diagnostic kit. Now, what are the advantages? So the developed kit is convenient and give result fast, does not require multiple steps for preparation, thawing, and freezing, so it is friendly used, and incorporation of built-in internal control will detect PCR inhibitors. But our kit also has a disadvantage that during the preparation of agarose gel, we still need to use ethidium bromide, and this ethidium bromide is known to be toxic, and there is a side effect of dealing with this. What are the challenges during development of this kit? Before I proceed to challenges, just a reminder that our first development is used for detection of one bacteria, which is Staphylococcus aureus. Added to that, we also detect methicillin, vancomycin resistance, and also if this isolate contain a toxin called Pantone Valentine leukocidine gene. This PVL gene is responsible for production of toxin which cause necrosis in the lung. So this is just a reminder because I will need to touch this topic later. So now back to challenges. During our development or processing and laboratory work, many challenges, but based on my memory, the most important one is during extraction of Staph aureus to obtain its DNA to use it in the PCR. So when I start to extract S. aureus, I found that the amount of DNA is very little. By using silica column method here, as you can see here, this last two lane to the right. There is actually white band. This white band and thickness reflect the amount of DNA. So here, very little, no even any white band by using silica column. Then after that, I discussed with my supervisors and start to communicate with other researchers from other centers. Then, and after reading the references, then I came out with idea to use other method. That's why I use other method, which is rapid lysis method by using lysostaphine and proteinase K. Proteinase K. The first two lane. And I found that this method gives me a very dense and very high concentrated DNA. And the other method, I use bashing beads method. Bashing beads method. This is a ready-to-use kit. It uses beads that cause lysis or destruct the bacterial cell wall, staphylococcal cell wall. And I came out with this result. So the high amount of DNA obtained by rapid lysis method. When I present my progress report to my supervisor and I show him this, he told me this result can be used to publish in journal. That's why I make a paper and publish it in World Applied Science journal to compare between three methods for extracting genomic DNA from Staphylococcus aureus. So this is, I give this example, and I want the junior postgraduate students to take an idea on how to make something from nothing. From any finding, you can come out with idea and you can get result and you can publish. The next challenge during laboratory work is during optimization of the various gene. As I told you, I use this, the top lane for internal control. The internal control has a high density, very concentrated DNA. And this causes inhibition of the other gene. I use other gene like MEK-A gene for confirmation of presence of methicillin resistance, and FEM-A gene, this is genus related to Staph aureus, 16S, and PVLG. So when I use this internal control, when I include it in my master mix, the other band inhibited, or internal control inhibit other bands. That's why I need a long time to do optimization in order to obtain a clear bands and balanced gene bands for the whole target strategy. Now, what is the financial outcome of this kit? We came out with a kit, and it's already commercialized, and this can, by this developing kit, you can get income generation to your institute, your university, and also for you based on the agreement and contract with the company. So that's why there can be get some benefit also from this kit. Now, what are the academic outcome of the of this project by development of mRNA detection kit? I published my whole method in BMC microbiology. This including the whole detail of the development of the PCR. All my publication, index, and in Scopus and ISI. Then I published second paper in Journal of Microbiology, Immunology, and Infection, and here I show the process of thermostabilization, and how we make our kit cold chain free. Then this is, I mentioned already about it in the previous slide. Then for this paper published in Current Microbiology, during our lab work, I use 5 chrome agar media, which give color on the agar media. Then I compare between these 5 culture media, and I found validity, sensitivity, specificity, all these, and we publish it also. And I would like to go for more details about this journal, about this paper, which published in Japanese Journal Infectious Disease. One day, our clinician and laboratory staff contacted me because they know I am working on MRSA. There is one patient passed away in the intensive care unit, HUSM, Hospital USM Kelantan, Kota Bharu. They told me that the patient already passed away, but when they processing the sample, they found that he got a chest infection in 2 weeks. And they want to know more about this. Then we sent and then we processed the sample, and I found that this patient isolate is a PVL producer. PVL, Panton Valentine Leukocyte. And this toxin causes necrosis
Sorry to
of
break.
the lung tissue.
The
Sorry,
voice is
I think some other audience mic is
there. In beside you, maybe is we can hear two voices from your presentation.
my presentation.
Yeah, there is more voice.
Because here I'm alone here.
I'm sorry, there's some technical problem. The voice is so noisy.
Okay, I will.
Is there any, is there other people in the room?
I think not because I muted myself and still the sound. Now, okay.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. You can continue, doctor.
Okay. So after analyzing this patient, I found that this isolate is PVL producer, and this caused necrosis in the lung tissue, and it helped to know about it. Then after that, we make a case report, and we publish this in Japanese Journal of Infectious Disease. Then the academic outcome of this kit, we have one copyright, and our university nominate me to present in ITEX. This is innovation and exhibition, um, and I obtained the gold medal here. So now I will proceed with my second product. So as I told you earlier, the MRSA kit is used for detection of one bacteria. Then I think, and I want to develop another kit. So I got the idea to develop a detection kit for hemorrhagic bacteria, the bacteria that cause bloody diarrhea. Then I read that hemorrhagic diarrhea is caused by enteric bacteria, and about 23% of children die before the age of 5 due to hemorrhagic diarrhea. Early detection of hemorrhagic diarrhea by this kit will reduce mortality, morbidity, and will reduce spreading of infection among children in the society. And currently, hemorrhagic bacteria is confirmed by using conventional method like culture and serological method. However, these methods are also time-consuming with low specificity and sensitivity. This is our team, Prof. Ariza and Prof. Chen Yan Yan from USM. My RA, which helped me in the project, Puan Nadia and Dr. Alia Al-Khatib. And this is our product. So what are the novelty? This kit is a thermostabilized also, or freeze dry, so similar to previous kit, and it is a multiplex PCR. If we compare this kit with the previous kit I use one bacteria, but with different or for detection of antibiotic resistance within one bacteria. But for this kit for hemorrhagic diarrhea, I used 4 different bacteria, and this kit can detect any one of these 4 bacteria, whether individually or in combination. We also include internal control in this kit, and also we include positive and negative control to compare our specimen and sample with a standard positive and negative control. And this kit had higher sensitivity and specificity because we design the primers by ourselves, and we make it highly specific to the targeted bacteria. In this kit, this is the stool specimen. So also no need to go for conventional, but proceed directly to extract the DNA from stool, which this take about 2 hours. Then we process by thermal cycler. Why we use the stool directly? Because the developed kit has a lower detection limit of 10 to power 6 colony forming unit at the cellular level and 10 nanogram at the genomic level. And this will save time in comparison to the conventional methods. Before we start, we make a plan. What we want from this kit. So we make like a graphic PCR, and in this graphic PCR, our target is that this PCR will include internal control only as a negative control, LAN for positive control, which contain 5 bands for our targeted bacteria, E. coli, Shigella, Salmonella, and Campylobacter, 4 bacteria, in addition to internal control at the top. Then, if we have only 1 bacteria, can be detected. So here, this is the band for internal control and 1 bacteria. If the patient has 2 pathogens at the same time, also can be detected. 3 also can, 4 also can. So this is our graphic PCR, and alhamdulillah, we can achieve our PCR actually by this. So we can make graphic, we convert a graphic one to actual one, exactly. And for commercialization of this kit, we expected our kit will be highly commercialized due to lack of similar kit in the market, and also cost effectiveness, and also because our kit saving time and with high validity. The result or our outcome published in Q1 Journal of Clinical Microbiology is among top journal in the field of microbiology, and alhamdulillah, we publish all these Journal of Clinical Microbiology. And from this kit, we got many IP and gold medals. So the most important that we already got patent, and this our patent already filed by my IPO Malaysia, certificate of filing and in processing. And then we got 3 copyrights. The first copyright on the whole design of the kit, as you can see here. Then the other 2 copyrights will be on the novel PCR G blocks, which is used as a template DNA for PCR amplification. Then the third copyright was on the PCR primers. So we copyrighted our primers for these kits. For academic outcome at the invention and innovation, firstly, we presented our innovation in ICANN, an international exhibition in Canada, and we got a gold medal. This is from ICANN 2021, and we got also a special recognition award also during same exhibition to our as a recognition of our product. Then we got also gold medal at our faculty, at the faculty level, and then at the university level also we obtained gold medal. Then at the national ITEX, this ITEX 21 is one of the highest competition and exhibition for invention and innovation in Malaysia. Then the university nominate us to present on Malaysia Teknologi Expo 2022, and we also got a gold award. And last one, we also participated in Chipta 21, and we also obtained gold medal. So before I proceed to next hit, here I would like to advise and give my advice to young researcher. When you work on this field, you can come out with a product which can be commercialized. Then you can publish in high rank or index journal. Then you can also participate in innovation and invention exhibition, and you can get award. So from can apply for patent, can apply for copyright. So in everywhere you can participate and show your product and show your achievement. Okay, so after developing the previous 2 kits, then me and our co-researcher Puan Ashazila helped me in this project. IP Dr. Wang Sok Moy and Dr. Azira and Dr. Alia. So we decided to expand our work and to do a PCR kit, but on other organisms. So we searched and found that there is a gap in the diagnosis of parasite and especially protozoa that cause diarrhea. That's why we decided to develop a PCR for detection of protozoa now, no more, not bacteria. We found that microscopic examination has a low detection limit for detection of protozoa. And also large proportion of protozoa recorded cases were ascribed to an unknown etiology. No black and white result. Also, molecular detection by PCR is simple and can offer a better turnaround time. For this kit, we used to develop kit for detection of Entamoeba histolytica, Cryptosporidium, and Giardia lamblia. The above three protozoa are responsible for the majority of human infection. Before that, why we choose this? Why we choose this protozoa? For Entamoeba histolytica, by microscopical examination, we cannot differentiate between Entamoeba histolytica, which is pathogenic, from Entamoeba dispar, which is non-pathogenic, and usually said then can confirm by PCR. So this is for Entamoeba. For Cryptosporidium, by routine stool examination, by using iodine or other simple stain, cannot detect Cryptosporidium because it needs to be stained by acid-fast stain or Ziehl-Neelsen stain. Most of the laboratory didn't use this stain. They just use the standard iodine stain. That's why even if Cryptosporidium is there, it will not be detected. And even for Giardia, not every technician can identify and not easily to be detected. That's why we developed this kit. Novelty, this kit already also developed can detect directly from stool sample without further concentration method. Usually, for detection of protozoa and parasite or helminth, usually we need to do a concentration method, concentrate presence of eggs or cyst or oocyst. But in this case, no need. We can use directly due to lower detection limit. For this kit, the detection limit is 50 nanogram at the genomic level. This PCR also can give result within 4 hours. And also there is inclusion of internal control. Now my advice, anyone working in PCR, please include internal control. This will help you to tell you if your PCR is working, PCR whole condition is working well or no. So in this PCR, here we can see 4 bands. The top one for internal control, the next one will be for Giardia, the third one will be for Entamoeba, and the fourth one will be for Cryptosporidium. This is the positive control to compare our band with it. And this kit can detect presence of one or more pathogen simultaneously. If patient has one protozoa, will be detected. If 3 protozoa also can be detected. Usefulness, rapid detection of parasitic protozoa causing diarrhea among patients with same-day result. The ECG kit has the potential to improve patient care and positively affect hospital infection control practices. Also, early implementation of appropriate treatment, which reduce hospital bed stay. This ECG kit is robust, ready to use, and require only few pipetting steps, which help to reduce cross-contamination caused by multiple pipetting steps. This ECG kit could be used as a screening tool for detection of the 3 most important parasitic protozoa in community and newly admitted patients in hospitals and in ICU wards. Advantage of ECG kit, this kit is convenient, fast, and does not require multiple steps for preparation or thawing or freezing, and including internal control will help for detection of PCR inhibitors. But unfortunately, this kit also still use the ethidium bromide in preparation of agarose gel electrophoresis. Challenges. Number 1, now in this kit we are dealing with a protozoa. Protozoa, as you know, is difficult to be cultured and maintained in the laboratory. This is because they have a complex life cycle and complex procedure to maintain them. So this was a very challenging aspect during laboratory work for development of this kit. Also, DNA extraction of protozoa not easy and not straightforward. We requested or we used different kits to obtain the best result. Then, when we doing optimization, we found that the bands are faint, and we did and repeated many times and still faint. Then me and my RA did investigation. We go through the papers and we found that addition of 0.5% of DMSO was useful and improved the quality and the intensity of our band. Our band become more healthy, more clear, and clearly visible and white. So that's why here need to put DMSO. We published about our kit in tropical biomedicine. This is also index. This is Malaysian Society of Parasitology and Tropical Medicine. And then we attended, we obtained gold medal at the faculty level, and at the national level IDEX, at the university level, we obtained bronze. This is me and my student during presentation in IDEX. Okay. So for the first part, I talk about previous. Now we come to the current journey on development of molecular test. So after MRSA and hemorrhagic diarrhea and protozoal kit, we noticed that the market demand move toward RT-PCR, real-time PCR, especially after the pandemic. And you know, during pandemic, RT-PCR become a very well-known all over the world for confirmation of COVID-19 infection. That's why the company or the market move toward RT-PCR. Then, after our previous development of PCR on bacteria and parasite, we want to take the challenge and go through the detection of viruses. That's why me and IP Dr. Wang Somoy, we found a PhD student, Alia Sharifa, to do this project, and of course with Dr. Chua. We found we worked with our PhD student, to develop a real-time PCR for detection of common viruses that cause encephalitis. Brief definition: encephalitis, it means inflammation of the brain parenchyma. This encephalitis is a worldwide problem, and the incidence range from 1.5 to 7 per 100,000. And the case fatality due to encephalitis is around 7%. In Malaysia, Nipah virus outbreak resulted in 265 cases of acute encephalitis with more than 100% death due to this virus. Based on this background, we decided to do and develop RT-PCR for diagnosis of viral encephalitis. But before that, what are the current methods used to diagnose viral encephalitis or in diagnosis of viruses in general? Number one, using cell culture by using traditional or conventional cell culture. But this method is usually associated with contamination, low sensitivity, and low detection limit. I mean, not easily to detect viruses and easily contamination. The other method by electron microscopy to visualize the morphology of the virus, but even this by electron microscopy you need expert person, and might be the view is not clear and confusing and might not give accurate result. And the third method for viral detection by immunoassay. Then we proceed, and our PhD student Alia Sharifa proceed with optimization. Now, currently, she is working in this project. There are four family of viruses. This RT-PCR will help to detect four family: herpes viridi, flaviviridi, picornaviridi, and paramyxoviridi. This is four family, but under each family there are 5 different viruses. So the whole viruses will be detected by this. It will be 20. 5 times 4. 4 families, each family with 5 different viruses. So this kit will, for detection of these, there will be a 4 rounds of RT-PCR. Round number 1, including these viruses, 5. Round number 2, including also 5 different viruses. Round number 3, and round number 4. We did optimization to get these different curves with different color indicator for the presence of the virus. What are the challenges in developing of this RT-PCR? There is a competition of primers of the target sequence and of the reagents. That's why a careful and very clear optimization need to achieve and to obtain a separated curve. The selection of fluorophore should be carefully decided, and this is to reduce overlapping with different probe in terms of one reporter to the adjacent channel of another reporter, which might give a false positive amplification signal and or impair quantification. Third challenges is the high cost needed for the designing of the ordering of probe application. Also, the multiplex PCR require few types of fluorophore and quencher from different PCR channels. For this product already published in, we published a review paper on Journal of Pure and Applied Microbiology, and we attended also IDEX 2023, and we obtained gold medal. And also we obtained 3 copyrights for this product. The last product and PCR Also, currently, my student Shazlina working on it is a multiplex real-time PCR for detection of enteric protozoal infection. So the difference of this product on the ECG kit, that one just using the conventional PCR, but here we modified to make it a real-time PCR, RT-PCR, due to marketing demanding. So this is our plan to obtain 5 curve, one for Cryptosporidium, one for Giardia, and one for Entamoeba histolytica, in addition to internal control and negative control. My student currently working in this project is also working on Entamoeba histolytica, Giardia, and Cryptosporidium. Now, I want to give some highlight on the importance of molecular diagnostic innovation. In addition to what I mentioned previously about academic and financial benefit, the molecular diagnostic technique can detect multiple pathogens, then analyzing drug resistance gene and provide early diagnosis with higher sensitivity and increase automation compared to traditional technique. The future of molecular diagnostic holds promise for the quantification of disease risk on the per patient basis and increase focus on the prediction and secretion. So this means that by molecular test, we are looking for prevention before the disease occur, as we follow by this our Prophet Muhammad ﷺ when he said prevention is better than cure. So we looking to screen the risk that lead to disease. By preventing, by cutting the risk, we cutting and stop the progression of the disease. Also, molecular diagnostic tests offer invaluable clinical and socio-economic benefit, and it improves physician decisions on therapeutic intervention. Here I would like to talk about the advantage of RT-PCR. RT-PCR characterized by high sensitivity and specificity, making it reliable diagnostic tool. It gives rapid result with some tests providing result in 3 to 4 hours. It has the ability to detect low microorganism load, which is crucial for early detection and isolation. Then it is widely available and used as frontline test for detection of various pathogens. And RT-PCR also can be used as a screening tool and to study various infections. Also, there are disadvantages of RT-PCR because it requires specialized or reference laboratory to do the test, and also it requires highly trained personnel, which is making it an expensive and difficult to scale. Also, time consuming, not the procedure itself, because in the advantage I said it is same day, but when it becomes time consuming, when we need to transfer or transport the sample from other place to reference and external laboratory, this make it time consuming. Also, RT-PCR prone to false negative and false positive result, which can lead to misdiagnosis. Also, RT-PCR dependent on the sample collection, type, storage, handling, processing, which all can affect the accuracy. Here, this is, I would like our Dean Prof. Azza Akhtar Hanafiya, and here are our researcher and who mainly have interest in innovation and invention. This is during attending one of the exhibition in our faculty. This is my email, my university email, and feel free, anyone can feel free to contact me. I will be more than happy to be involved in any collaboration in the future for publication, for research, for transfer students. This is my pleasure, and actually, this is what's our faculty and our university plan to improve our networking with other universities, especially in the neighboring countries, Indonesia, Thailand, Singapore, and other. By this, I would like to thank all audience to be patient for my presentation, and thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Dr. Hassan. It's very great presentation and so many innovation and also academic outcome that have been resulted. Now we are going to the discussion session. Participants can ask or speak directly in this meeting or can type the question in the chat box. Is there any participant who will ask directly? Please end the slide. If there is no participant that asks directly, I will read the chat. I will read the asked question in the chat box. The first from Normal Likina. How does the MRSI detection kit work and what it makes it effective in quickly identifying these infections?
Okay, thank you for this question. MRSA detection kit, as I told you, it basically detects Staphylococcus aureus. So it is one bacteria. But for this bacteria, how to identify? We have genus and species. For genus, we use 16S. So 16S RNA, this is the gene to prove this is a genus. But there are different species. How I know this is Staphylococcus aureus? So I need to include another gene, which is FEM-A gene. Okay. Then now when I got these two bands by PCR, this is Staphylococcus aureus. Then I include another gene, which is for methicillin resistance. Methicillin. So when it gives me methicillin resistant, this is MRSA. This is confirmed MRSA. The other gene included PVL, which I talked about it earlier. PVL gene is also very important to know if this is PVL producer or non-PVL producer, in addition to internal control band. So in conclusion, when I got 5 bands, so this is Staphylococcus aureus, resistance to methicillin, resistance to vancomycin, and it is a PVL producer. So I see which one is not there, I exclude it. If, for example, if no band for vancomycin, this is not vancomycin producer, not resistant to vancomycin, but only to methicillin. So this is how. Why it is quick? Quick because, example, if this is my sample, usually by conventional method, I do to culture, subculture, then isolate. I look for colony, for S. aureus colony, isolate. I do biochemical test. Then I do antibiotic susceptibility. All these, each steps need 1 day, 1 day, 1 day, 1 day. So at the end, maybe need 5 or 6 days to get result. But with this PCR, I just take the sample, and by simple extraction method, I will obtain the DNA, and then I will put my DNA in the lyophilized. I show you earlier the lyophilized tube. I will put by micropipette my DNA in the lyophilized tube, and then I put in the thermal cycler to amplify DNA. So the whole process will take 4 hours. So that's the answer why it is a quickly detection.
Thank you, Dr. Hassan, for the answer. And we are going to the next question from Ms. Kirana. How does it compare to existing or other detection methods in terms of sensitivity, specificity, and practical ability in clinical settings?
Okay. This is a validity. The validity of the test, which includes sensitivity, specificity, negative and positive predictive value. In checking validity for any test, there should be a gold standard, and then we compare our test with the gold standard. In this case, we collect clinical sample, okay, and until now culture method is considered the gold standard. When you isolate the colony, this is the gold standard. So we compare our developed kit with the result of the conventional method, which is considered as a gold standard. And by this, we obtain the sensitivity, specificity, MVP, and MPV.
Thank you, Dr. Hassan, for the answer. And the next question from Mrs. Ani Ekonovitasari. What is the effect of chemicals such as ethidium bromide in the process of examining this bacteria? Can it be replaced with other ingredients?
Cyber green, ethidium bromide, we put it and mix it during preparation of agarose gel. This is why I included here, because this is 200, I did PhD in 2006. That time, majority use ethidium bromide, which is toxic and carcinogenic. Currently, yes, they use, why it is used? It is used to stain and show us the bands when we run the gel. Yes, now there are another, now they use cyber green, which is safe, currently safe. They use cyber green, which is developed, replace ethidium bromide, which can replace ethidium bromide and is safe, not toxic, not carcinogenic. Next.
Thank you, Dr. Hassan. We're going to the next question from Mr. Indra Triastomo. Good morning, Doc. Regards from Surabaya. What the best DNA extraction method for fecal sample or protozoan detection? Should we proceed purification parasite first? And may we use commercial kits such as Kiaken, Chinite, etc., or GN-azole already effective enough? Thank you.
For our laboratory work, we use QIAGEN as an extraction. There is special kits, tool extraction kit by QIAGEN, and it successfully give us the DNA, and we obtain the positive band after extraction. It is effective and can give result, QIAGEN.
Thank you. And we're going to the next question from Ms. Habibah Jundul Haq Ali. It's related with the epidemiology. According to the Dr. Hassan research experience, at what age is MRSA more commonly found?
Most commonly, MRSA found. What I understand from question, who can carry this MRSA. Now I can see we are including me, participant 128. Now if we do screening, our nasal swab screening, maybe we can find 15% of these 128 positive for S. aureus. So maybe 15 to 20 we can find, because Staphylococcus aureus is one of the flora that present maybe in our armpit, in our nose, or our skin. So maybe we are carrier for this. Apart from this, also there might be 10% of those positive with S. aureus. If we do examination, we find that this Staphylococcus aureus is resistant to methicillin. So it might be present. That's why when I talk about the patient when they came to ICU unit, ICU ward, they do screening. Before admission, they do screening to confirm that he has no MRSA, because MRSA, when it is considered one of the nosocomial pathogen. That's why everyone admitted should be screened. No age, but mainly for teenager and adult, not in the younger age and baby.
Thank you, Dr. Hasan. Is there any another participant who will ask directly? Maybe you can raise your hand. Or speak directly through this Zoom meeting. For the technical open raise hand. We are still open the discussion session. Maybe another participant will ask through the chat box. You can type directly your question.
Ini, Mas. Yes. Yang sampingnya, Mas. Kita. Udah. Udah. Oke. Ya. Oke. Thank you, Bu Syifa. Okay. Good morning, Dr. Hasan. Let me introduce first my name. Yeah. I'm Dina, one of microbiology lecturer here. I'm very interested with your PCR product for methicillin resistant Staphylococcus aureus, yeah, MSA. Yeah, it's very good product for ICD. Product it's good, and also the LOD limited detection 10 nanogram. It's good product. So first I want to ask maybe 3 questions here. Yeah, it's okay, Doc.
Sure. Most welcome.
Yeah. Okay, so the first question I want to ask about the population of your PCR product. Yeah, is it still locally in Malaysia, or has already in other countries? Because I have never see the brands in Indonesia before. And the second, I want to ask for the target gene. Yeah, target gene for methicillin resistant. I know the general like MAC-A, MAC-C. So what are the target gene that you use in your product? And the last question, I want to ask about the multiplex real-time PCR for viruses. Yeah, about the compatibility with PCR instruments. In Indonesia, most laboratory and also most hospital in Indonesia use PCR instruments such as Bioret, Roche, and yeah, how about the compatibility with uh, other PCR instrument? Yeah, what's the prop that you use in your product? That's all. Maybe my question, Bu Siva.
Okay. Thank you, Dina, for the three questions. I will start with first question regarding product. Medivine is a Malaysian Sdn Bhd company that distribute this product. Although it is local company, but can communicate and make order for this product. I agree. The name is not like a global company like Kayajin or Biorad, that one distributed all over the world. For this Medivine, this is Malaysian local company, and they have on their website a list of product, a very long list of organism detection kit. So any product you can request and communicate and ordering, and they will supply. So this is one. Number two, for target gene, yes, as you said, we use MAC-A gene. MAC-A gene which confirm presence of penicillin binding protein 2A, and this is responsible for the methicillin resistant MAC-A gene. For the third question for compatibility or what is the future? I see future competition between our developed RT-PCR for viruses and the one that available in the market. Actually, when we decided to do and to develop this, we found there is a long list, 20 viruses, more than 20 viruses which can cause encephalitis. To be selective, maybe some others say, why you choose these viruses and didn't use these viruses? That's why we decided to study the 4 common family. And under each family, there are 5. So by total 20. For one sample, we have to do 4 runs, one followed by another, or simultaneously. By this only, we can say if the patient positive or negative, and if positive, can detect which viruses. Based on my search and experience, I think the available kits in the market cannot detect all viruses on the same PCR run, on the same batch, in one batch. Impossible. That's why also they will use batch by batch. But if we compare the price, here we did assessment and compare the price based on the Malaysian guideline or circular. we found that for detection any gene for detection of any gene, it costs about 200 ringgit. So, for example, in the MRSA kit, 5 gene. So how many gene study? 5 times 200, 1,000. 1,000. But when we calculate the, our materials, and when we calculate the simple calculation, we found that our MRSA kit 5 times cheaper, 5-fold or 5 times cheaper. So meaning if the one in the market 1,000, by using our product, it can cost 200. Of course, this will be, later on will be some additional charge for aging, but overall, this is the price comparison between kit available in the market and our developed kit. So I think I answered the question. Any more?
For the last question, I asked about the compatibility your kit with other PCR machine. Not with PCR machine. What process that you use in your product?
For this probe, because as I told, I talk about the disadvantage, the costly. So they not. My student didn't use the probe. They used the Florence by Cyber Green, the cheaper one for detection.
Okay. I think enough.
Can type in the chat box, and we will remind you to fill the attendance list through the link that have been shared in the chat box.
Ada Mbak nih.
If there's no another question, can we end this webinar? Or maybe is there any question? Enough? Okay, I think enough. And I will summarize our meetings today. That the molecular diagnostic technique can detect multiple pathogens, analyze drug resistance, and provide early diagnostic with higher sensitivity and increase automation compared to the traditional technique. And the future of molecular techniques should be improved and hold a promise for the quantification of disease risk on a per patient basis and increase focus on the precision and screening of infectious disease. And I will return this meeting to the MC.
Thank you for Dr. Hassan and Ms. Sifa Fauzia for the insightful topic that we were just discussed. As one of our appreciation, we, AAK Delima Husada Gresik, will provide an A certificate to the speaker, Associate Professor Dr. Hassanain Al-Talib, PhD. This is the certificate is awarded to Associate Professor Dr. Hassanain Al-Talib, PhD, as a speaker in webinar Molecular Technique for Rapid Detection of Microorganisms, my previous and current journey that organized by Akademi Analis Kesehatan Delima Husada Gresik on Zoom meeting application that held on February 21st, 2024. And after the event, I'm sorry, let me show again the MOU document of AAKDHG Husada Gresik and Universiti Teknologi Mara Malaysia to remind us and to achieve together a mutual understanding of the collaboration. Okay, this is our MOU document that already signed by Director of AAKDHG Husada Gresik and Vice Chancellor Universiti Teknologi Mara. We hope the signing of MOU will bring good result and more opportunities to work together. And before we end this webinar, the next session must be a photo session. To all participants, please be sure that your camera is turned on since the Zoom's operator will take screenshot of each participant tiles. Please, you can open your camera. Now we have a photo session.
But the screen looks black.
Okay, thank you. And now we are at the end of today's event. Thank you for all participants who made this event as successful as it is. And let us hope that this collaboration of AAKDHG Husada Gresik and Universiti Teknologi Mara can provide many beneficial academic purpose. I, Nur Fadila, as the Master of Ceremony, thanks every participant for coming into this event. And let us officially close today's discussion. Thank you and see you again. Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you very much, and I wish all the best to all participants, all audience, and for more collaboration to make it active collaboration in the future, inshallah. I would request, if possible, to send the recording of this webinar, as I have a few requests. I receive few requests from other countries due to different time cannot join. So maybe I will just send them the link. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Yes, we will send the video. Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you.
Thank you, Doctor.